Babushka, 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 yeah, yeah. Cluster. Oh, I may have made a big mistake here. I needed a wee before I left and decided against it. But as soon as I've jumped on the bike, oh, that bladder's been shaking. Oh, it's not even raining to hide it as well either. I've never done that. That is just dirty. I don't know where this traffic's coming from. Can I get in front? Yes, I probably can get close to it. Come on, you can get close to it. Get through that. Do-do-do. Do-do-do. I think we're going to have a Megane versus Polo drag race. Megane's cheating. So the Polo's crept forward to try and close the gap. Oh, Polo's taken him. And I've done them both. Don't look at that. Do you know what? An email came around today. Another charity event. Right, and the guy that's doing it, he's had quite a sort of bit of tragedy within the family. And yet, the only thing he can be bothered to do is a little sponsored walk in the country. Disgusting. May as well just walk around the office shaking a cup. Literally the least amount of effort you could put in. I'm not saying that you should do, like, a sponge should punch a bulldog or approach as many policemen as you can with your knob out. Nothing like ridiculously dangerous. At least pop a bollock out. Why is this guy not moved over? Yeah, you got the right idea. Looking straight up the inside. Babushka, babushka, yeah, yeah. Why is there a gap? No reason. There's no reason for a gap. Oh, why have you done this? Why have you done this? Look at this. What a twat. What a giant slag. Shall I just push past her slowly? Let's do it slow. Some days you've just got to assert the domination. If you don't do it, then you'll never get anywhere. Stuck behind some biatch in a fucking SUV who's never done any sport a day in her life. Just cut this bit out. Ack. Disgusting habit. Disgusting. You disgust me, sir. Oh, secret confession to make. I say confession. Yeah, confession. I've been looking at videos of Africa Twins recently, mainly because I quite like the Rebel, the 1100, which has got the same engine. So I was wondering if it sounded the same, because normally if they move over an engine for something, they might mess with the tuning or something. I don't know. From what I've heard, it might just be a case of the exhausts. Although I watched, there's like a Life of Birch, if anyone has ever seen that channel, an American guy who has, I think, a Rebel, the 1100. He has a video where there's like a lineup of Rebels with all different exhausts on it. But I don't know, the Africa Twin, maybe it's just got a higher compression ratio or something. It just sounds better. Just genuinely sounds better. So I've been watching videos of people rip it around off-road. Especially, I don't know why, but it's the DCT version. I'll have to put your thingy, because you've changed it. I'm sure you've changed your channel name and it threw me off. It's got one as well. The later version, which I don't really like because it's got too many buttons. Too many buttons, not enough. I don't know. It's too many buttons. Too many modes. The previous version of it, which has got a more simplified dash. But I watched an old Royal Jordanian video, and it's got this, just an immense sound from it. He's got the key for recording loud engine noises just locked in by now. He's got it to an art form. It just sounds so dirty. So watch this bass. Get me in there. Get me in. Coming through. With the monkeys, monkeying around with a Fiesta. The reason why I was looking at the Rebels is because the realization that I'm just incapable, I think, of having a cruiser and actually cruising. And I was watching the Western Supermoto Vlogs recent video when he was just chilling out on his Sportster, and I just don't think I could do that. I don't think I've got the mentality to do anything remotely chill. I just want to be making lots of noise and blasting around. I just don't know whether that's because when I'm spending time at work and I'm all like, when I'm on the bike, it's just fun. It's just fun and good times. It's all good times. Oh, what have we got? What have we got coming up? We got red lights. We got red lights. Don't pull to the side of me, you bellend. I'm going to take off before you are. What an absolute chop, wherever that is. Has there been a bump? No, they've just having a little chin waggle off the chin. I think it's engine sound, which are like tracks. Before I sort of, it could be the most beautiful bike in the world with like 1 billion horsepower, but if it just doesn't sound good, then I'm just immediately switched off. Oh, what's this? What's this? Right there. Oh, you're going through. We're going through. Hey. Yes. Get through. Get through. Coming through, motherfucker. Oh, yes. I saw the little move to the right. We'll transition to the middle. And we're off again. Sorry, fellas. Need a piss. Can't be wasting time round here when there's pissing to be done. When there's pissing to be pissed, I must take a piss. If I stop talking about it, I might not. Might forget. I might forget that my bladder is at its limit. So it's the sound of a bike, which is what attracts me to Harleys and stuff, because they just sound so good. There was a Fat Boy, or is it the Fat Bob? It's like basically a car tyre for a back wheel, and I was behind it at the lights. Unfortunately, I didn't have it on. Didn't have my camera on at the time, and the noise from it, oh my god, vibrated my soul when he sort of took off. And the M109R, just that, to be fair, that looks and sounds pretty sex. But I don't know. I'm just incapable of politely riding a bike. Even if it was like a low cc, or my 125, because my Honda CBF 125, was it 125 CBF? It's it was an old one that actually was quite rapid. Pinned that everywhere, pinned it. And my Kiwi Superlight I bought because I couldn't bend my leg properly. I found out, I can't remember whether it was fifth gear, well the top gear, wherever it was, right, was more of an overdrive, so I just didn't use it. It went everywhere, max revved to not the second to highest gear, just giving it some everywhere. It's not the, I just need to go fast, baby. Must have noise and motion. I am a child. Maybe we should just like get some jangly keys and that'll, and get the train. Just play with some jangly keys. I'll be looking through Auto Trader. I'll go, oh, that looks quite nice, and then I'll look for a YouTube video. The YouTube video will always be such and such exhaust every time. Not no review, how good it is, any problems, what to look out for. It's what does it sound like with a good exhaust. That's all. Does it look good? Does it go rah at the lights? So just keep coming, fellas. Ooh, full concentration required. I've sort of come around sort of full circle towards, well, they're called muscle cruisers or power cruisers of the like, but they're still, apart from like I said, the Rocket with a car engine in it, the likes of that, oh, this guy's a biker or something. Is that he's getting out of the way because he doesn't want to get smashed into. So like, but then, what would be the point? No, if you're on a muscle cruiser, you're still going to get more power output from a sport bike, so you may as well just buy a bloody sport bike. But if it's the foot forward, that's what you want. You want like the more cruiser style, but a more sporty-esque offering. Then you've only got the Kawasaki, the Vulcan S. In comparison to a lot of other cruisers that I've seen, because it's sort of it's a detuned Ninja essentially. I've watched all the Sean from SRK Cycles or Bikes and Beards. I don't know which label he's using. So what doesn't matter. So it's he's done like comparisons of like drag races, not particularly sort of like the same kind of conditions or whatever, but it's obviously got more power. But you've got to rev it out more, which is obviously not a cruiser thing. You're looking for torque, aren't you? You're looking for like big engine, V-twin, lots of torque. Go. That's my impression of a Harley. Whereas like the parallel twin cruisers, like the Rebel 1100 or the Vulcan, or I think that's about it really for in terms of like power cruisery stuff with the parallel twin. That you rev them out a bit more, get a bit more power from them. So maybe I might leave the cruisers for when I'm old, because old people ride them. Especially like the Royal Enfields. I just couldn't I couldn't. At least like Triumphs have got a bit of power behind them. I don't know. I'd get frustrated. I'd need something at least comparable to the VFR in terms of like power. And the VFR is not an overly powerful bike, and it's quite heavy. But yeah, looking at the Africa Twin, it doesn't have that stupid like girth to the tank like say the GS does, which is just stupid wide. And a lot of other manufacturers have gone with that same kind of setup. I think it's because they have the tank, you know, like a massive tank for stupid long miles, but think of the conditions that it's actually ridden in. Ooh, indigestion. I think what I essentially want is a supermoto, but the insurance for those is just out of this world. You know, especially when you compare, because I've done, you know, as you do, you just hit the what would this cost to insure me on any given superbike on Auto Trader. Just, I don't know, just for funsies, just to see what it would be like, see whether you could afford to insure it. Why not? And once you hit like a certain, say like CC, as soon as I approach the 1000cc mark, the insurance jumps. As soon as I switch to like the big Vulcans, the 1.4s or whatever, the hefty ones, it drops lower than this, even though the engine size is significantly bigger, and quite often the price of the bike is more. I haven't gone as far as to quote me on an ADV yet, because knowing my luck, they'll be bloody cheap as well, and I'll be like, oh, now I've got to buy one because they're not expensive, and then I've got to buy a high-vis vest, stop nodding at people, and I'd lose all my friends, but I don't have any, so that's not an issue. Or maybe there's a secret club of high-vis ADV wearers, riders. They don't tell anyone. Let's be honest, you don't, because you'd see it, wouldn't you? You'd see them grouped together. I'm so funny. I buy an ADV, but a black high-vis vest, and I'll write "fuck the police" on it, but I'll put that in black as well, so they won't know. But I'll know what I'll be like. Ha 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 ha! Fuck you! Ha ha! But you can't. No, my luck, they will be able to see it, and I'll get pulled over. I was gonna say for indecent exposure. Maybe that's what I was talking about, popping a bollock out. Why is it I come this way, the weather's getting a bit crap, but the roads are empty for a change? That is not fair. It's a little too windy and it's starting to rain, and I don't know if this is a true thing or just myth everyone believes, but when it starts to rain, the roads are like extra slippy until it's been raining for a while, and then they're not so slippy, because when it starts raining, oil and stuff that was on the road is floating to the surface. I don't know whether that's true or not, but I'm convinced right now that the road's like ice. It's like ice and I'll die. It's also bloody windy again. Ooh, it's time to start choosing a weekend ride as well, because so far that has worked out really well. I think I've only went to the place I've chosen once, and it's always been either the weather or because I gassed myself in an enclosed room with uncured resin. I was listening to a lot of Kate Bush today. Is it the Never Forever album? Never Say Never? Never Forever? I think it's the Never Forever. The one with the babushka. Babushka, babushka, yeah, yeah. Uncanny. It was because it's like I saw someone with a similar surname and then put the song on, and I thought, well, I may as well listen to the album now. And that was me, just listening to the same album multiple times during the day. Been trying to finish the audiobook, the Justin Cronin's The 12 book, where it keeps bouncing around in time and to different groups and stuff. So I don't mind some of the stories where there are different characters, different perspectives, but when they don't like interact, as of yet, it could be like slowly weaving the web for the third book to go ta-da, and you'd be like, oh, look at all these people, oh, that's what that meant. Oh. But at the moment it's just like, why am I learning about this? What does this matter? Who are they? Why should I care? What's going on? Is that the same person? I don't know. The narrator's not exactly doing it for me. I've had to I think it's on like 1.4 speed at the moment, just to try and just to get a move on, get some story to listen to. It's only because I've reached a point where I'm up to date in a lot of the series that I listen to. I think one of them comes out with a new book next month, because I quite like, I don't know if it's called lit RPGs or progression fantasies, not necessarily isekai based, with the whole transported to a magical world and now I have superpowers. Although I do quite like that genre. Horses! Oh, look at them playing. They're playing. They're horsing around. That's where that comes from. Oh, I hate the wind. What was I saying before I got sidetracked? Oh, going somewhere. Trips. Friday. Sorry, the weekend. This weekend. I think I might try and do that Macclesfield sport bike shop factory supermarket. Do you know, like the big supermarket place? Just because they've got a big selection and I want to have a look. I want to have a look, because being a Goliath of a man, well, I'm 6'2". I'm over the 6 foot though, so ladies, get some. Being tall, some bikes just don't fit. I don't know whether he just went over a speed bump or nodded, but I'll give him that. I'll give him it. There's no bike and nod game this weekend because I didn't really see that many. I can't be bothered, so I'll do it next week. Shut up, leave me alone. I want to see some bikes. Jesus, oh God, hold a thought in your head for more than 5 seconds. What a fucking hell. Just talk about the thing that you want to talk about and just not suddenly go silent because your brain doesn't work proper. So I actually want to see the height comparison. Because I've not paid much attention to certain genres of bikes, I've never really seen how it is the sitting position on it and all that malarkey. I have a feeling though that I don't like wide handlebars. That's my only real gripe about the whole, you know, that when you've got like lap bars. Ooh, bunny ears. Double bunny ears as well. When you got like lap bars, I just don't like, because I don't know, I like to filter and squeeze. And again, it's just a case of getting used to it, but I'm used to this. I want to learn new things. Put your indicator on there. Is that because they're turning or just because indicator? Oh, they're turning. That's okay then. That's what they're there for. So I have a number of things that I wish to purchase or looking to purchase, and many things I have the money to do so. However, I am very, very reluctant to ever spend my money. Oh, I hate it. It's mine. I want to keep it. I want a Scrooge bin of cash to swim in and never spend it. I want to be starving and covered in my own filth, but some of that filth will stick to the money and I will be filthy rich. So the things that I'm looking to buy, I want to get a new computer or upgrade some of the parts of my current computer. It was quite expensive when I bought it, when I built it, but that was a few years ago. Wanker. So when I've been doing some of my editing, the processing can occasionally take quite some time, and there's a few times where I've left it on overnight to do whatever the hell it's doing, and I'll pick it back up in the morning. But I can't just get like the upgrade that I need and save some money, because if I'm gonna be doing it, I may as well get the best that I can get and not have to spend any more money for another like 5 or 6 years. But then that involves spending more money, which I don't like doing. So we go around in these circles for a while until I get frustrated enough and then just do it. There's also my little shed bike to ride around. There's an absolutely disgusting, I think it's an FC06, someone's customized it and it looks awful. They tried to make a street triple or whatever it is out of it. Oh my god, it's puke worthy, but I love the little sports there. Oh, they're going to be there a while. Oh yeah, and a front-facing camera. Although that's kind of like, I'll probably pick up on some cheapo little piece of poo. But it just has to be of a decent quality. I mean, I'm obviously, you know, never going to make any money doing YouTube, but it's just finding ways to have fun.
BJ.
Like and subscribe.